The discovery of more than 2.5 billion barrels of oil in western Uganda around 2006 and the anticipation that the discovery is likely to increase up to 6 billion barrels after full exploration of Lake Albert Rift Valley has caused a lot of anxiety and excitement among different stakeholders in the country. The resource, if managed well, will transform the country's economy with the potential to double the country's current revenue through multiple job creation. But if the resource is mismanaged, a few individuals would benefit, with the majority of the communities in the oil-rich areas left in abject poverty, alongside the negative effects from the exploration works of the resource. The consequences that come with the mismanagement of the resource is the reason that prompted a lot of queries from different stakeholders over the legality and fairness of the oil agreements between government and the oil companies. This resulted in a halt against any new agreements until new laws and transparency in the resource exploitation are achieved. But Professor Maggie Kigozi, the former executive director of Uganda Investment Authority and now an investment promotion expert with the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, says it is high time Ugandans left the oil resource discussions to the experts. Otherwise, the lack of respect to own domestic expertise ruins the hope for profitable discoveries.
Really, there is no reason for the oil cost to affect Uganda unless we bring it on ourselves, which I see we are beginning to do because we are so anxious about it. We are not trusting the experts. The experts are telling us one thing. We are choosing to have common sense, or I don't know what to call it. But instead of going with the experts, we are choosing to go with those who can speak better. And, so I think that is wrong.
The investment expert, however, identifies the need for government to put more efforts into integrating all stakeholders into the resource development. The fact that a number of key stakeholders have little or half-baked information raises a lot of public anxiety.
Let the people know, involve the people at all levels. And I think that was not done well enough.
Last week, government signed 2 production agreements with Tullow Oil to carry out production activities at Kingfisher oil field, the biggest oil field with an estimate of about 300 million barrels, and Kinywataba, in which the oil giant will now accomplish its pending deals with South African Total and China's Snook. The agreements, worth $2.9 billion is said to have contradicted with the last year's Parliament resolution to stop any new agreements until new laws are passed. Parliament in October last year gave government 30 days to table the new laws, but until now, nothing has been done to that effect. The Minister of Energy, Irene Muloni, however, says the new laws are already gazetted and ready to be tabled before Parliament as soon as it resumes. She insists that the sharing agreements are not subjective to parliamentary resolutions, and in any case, the resolutions were just advisory.
We have not entered into any other new agreements other than finalizing and concluding the transaction that was ongoing.
It is for such controversy that the public is so skeptical about how profitable the oil resource will be to the home Ugandans. Nankwangains Kasiri, NBS TV, Business.